So, as we have completed the physiography of India and the drainage pattern of India, now we will move toward the physiography of Brazil and the drainage pattern of Brazil. Physiography of Brazil, as we can see, physiography of Brazil is divided into 5 parts. The first part is highland, second part is escarpment, third is coastal region, fourth is plain, and the fifth is the island part. As we can see, the first part is the highland part. We will have a rough outlook regarding the Brazil's map. So what we can understand is from this, the northern part of the Brazil, what we can understand, the northern part of Brazil is occupied by the highland area. This highland area is known as Guiana Highland. The southern part is also occupied by the highland area, which is known as the Brazilian Highland. Next is the Amazon River plain in this area. This is the Amazon River plain. And the other plain is Paraguay-Parana River basin over here. And then we are going to see the coastal region, and after that we are going to see a escarpment kind of thing from particularly till this area, the escarpment from this area to the end, and then we are going to see the island group. This is the way we are going to complete with the physiography of the Brazil. So first we will start with the introduction of the Brazil physiography. So Brazil is nothing but in the northern part we are going to see the Guiana Island, in the southern part we are going to see the Brazilian Highland. So these two parts make a core of South American continent. What is the core? If we see, for example, if this is the South American continent over here like this way, so northern part is occupied by the Guiana Island, southern part is occupied by the Brazilian Highland. So these two parts become an important core part of the South American continent. Core part means important part of the continent. Next, what we are going to see, over the period of time, how the river originated from the Brazil or the other country and how it came into Brazil forming plains, and how they are going into the sea, that we are going to see in the drainage pattern. So first we will start with the highland part of the Brazil. So as we can see in the north, this area is the Guiana Island. This area is the Guiana Island. Guiana Island originally exists from Venezuela. Venezuela is a neighboring country of Brazil. Guiana Island extends from Venezuela in Brazil to the French Guiana. So what we can understand, see, this highland extends from Venezuela to French Guiana, then how it appear into the Brazil. So the lower part of the Guiana Island, see, the northern part is in this country and the lower part is found in the Brazil. So the lower part of the Guiana Island is found in the Brazil, and it covers the which state? Roraima, Para and Amapá. It covered the states known as Roraima, Para and Amapá. So what we can understand is that northern part of Brazil is occupied by the Guiana Island. Guiana Island extends from Venezuela to French Guiana, and the southern part of Guiana Island is in the northern part of the country. So Guiana Island over here, southern part is occupied by the Brazil ka northern part. So northern part, in which northern part? Covering states of Roraima, Para and Amapá. One more thing to be understood is that the highest peak of Brazil, 3014 meter, which is known as Pico de Neblina, is between the, what we would say, the border part of the Venezuela and Brazil. So what highest peak of Brazil, Pico de Neblina, with the height of 3014, is between the border of Venezuela and Brazil. This is with the Guiana Island. Now we will move towards the Brazilian Highland. Brazilian Highlands have 3 different names. The first name is Brazilian Highland itself, second name is Brazilian Plateau, and the third name is Brazilian Sheep. South and southern part of the country is occupied by the highland, and that highland, this part I'm talking about the square one. South and southwestern part of the Brazilian Highland is occupied by the highland part, and that highland part is described by the 3 names, and that is known as Brazilian Highland, Brazilian Shield or Brazilian Plateau. South and southwestern part, as we are going to see, highland is a more important part in this area. Why? Because it covers the most of the part of the Brazil. As the Brazilian Highland covers the most of the part of the Brazil, it become a co-part of the Brazilian country too. As we can see, highland part of thing is nothing but a plateau kind of thing, as we can understand. Plateau kind of thing means what? Plateau kind of thing. Plateau kind of thing means what? What do you say? The plain area kind of thing. This part is known as the highland part. So south and southwestern part of the country is occupied by the highland, and that highland is particularly in the south and southwestern part, and it is sloping towards the northern side. We can see this is the highland, and this highland is sloping towards the northern side. So what happened is that as it is sloping towards the northern side, many tributary of river Amazon start from the terminal position of the Brazilian highland, and it is making many waterfall. It slowly move towards the south, and the river flow in the southern direction and meet the Amazon river basin. As it is moving towards the towards the north, we can also realize that the slope of this area is not particularly steep. Somewhere in some places it is steep, and some places the slopes are not particularly steep. So what happened? The river flow gently, making a plain in this area. So what we have understood, Brazilian highland is occupied by the three names: Brazilian Shield, Brazilian Plateau, and Brazilian highland. It is sloping towards the northern side, and the slope is not particularly steep. So somewhere the height of the Brazilian highland is somewhat about 1000 meter, and the slope of the highland particularly decrease from up to, I would say, 500 meters of altitude above the sea level. So Brazilian highland is an important part as far as mineral excavation is concerned. There are many minerals found in this area, and many other activities, economic activity also goes on in this area. So Brazilian highland form an important part of the South America, of the Brazil, I would say, and also about the South American continent. So the south and southeastern part we will talk about. The southeastern part of the highland, this is the Brazilian highland, south and southeastern part up to this area. South and southeastern part, it is demarcated means south and southeastern part of the highland is demarcated by the escarpment. Escarpment means what we can understand, this is the highland part, and over to this area, south and southeastern part of the highland is restricted by this mountain, and this mountain is known as escarpment. Means the highland part, this highland is restricted by this mountain, and that mountain is known as escarpment, and this escarpment extends towards till this area, as we can see. So the south and southeastern part of the highland is restricted. See, this mountain is restricting this highland part. So south and southeastern part of the Brazilian highland is restricted by the escarpment, and that escarpment is also important physiography of the Brazil, as we are going to see. So this is all about your Brazilian highland. Next we will move towards the Brazilian escarpment. We will see the second part, as we can see, as I have written, the escarpment kind of thing. See, escarpment means, so easy to understand, is nothing but a mountain kind of thing. It is nothing but a mountain kind of thing, escarpment. So escarpment is particularly from this area to this area, this. So what we can understand is that, see, this is a bigger area, highland is also a bigger area, but escarpment is a very small area. Then why we have included escarpment in the main important physiographic system? So how we can understand is that Brazilian escarpment I was talking about, as escarpment, even though it is occupying a very small area, escarpment, even though it is occupying a small area, but the nature of its slope, as we can see, the slope is particularly very steep from this side. So though escarpment is occupying a very small area, the nature of its slope, and because of that slope and height, the effect which has on the Brazilian climate, therefore the escarpment is a different physiographic division as far as Brazil has defined it as a physiographic division. So though it occupying a very small area, the effect it has on the Brazilian climate had made it as a different physiographic division. So escarpment, nothing but the mountain kind of thing. What effect it has been making on the Brazilian climate, we can understand. See, Brazil receive rain from southeast trade winds. Southeast trade winds means what? They are particularly coming from this area, southeast trade winds. Brazil receive rainfall from southeast trade winds. Southeast trade winds. Brazil receive rainfall from the southeast trade wind. As if like this way, as we can see, the winds are coming, so clouds are coming this way, southeast trade wind. So what happened? There is a heavy rainfall in this area. Heavy rainfall in this area. Heavy rainfall means what? This area, the scribbling area, is receiving a very heavy rainfall. Why heavy rainfall? Why very heavy rainfall? We are going to see. This is the windward side, as I have written over here. this is the windward side and this is the leeward side. As the wind is coming from this way and as this escarpment is blocking the wind, so what happened? Heavy rainfall in this area. So after the cloud is coming over here, the wind is totally dry and this is the rain shadow area we are getting formed. Therefore, it is particularly dry area. So what we can understand from is that southeast trade wind coming from this area, this way kind of thing, it is getting blocked by the escarpment. As the escarpment is blocking this wind, this area is receiving very heavy rainfall. But toward the north of this area is not receiving the wind. Why? Because the escarpment is blocking. For example, this is the escarpment, it is blocking a kind of thing. Therefore, as it is blocking, so this part is not receiving the rainfall, and that part is known as drought correlated. Why? Because the escarpment is blocking at that particular area, and that particular area is getting blocked, it is becoming dry, and that part is known as drought quadrilateral in the Brazil. So height of the escarpment is particularly steep from Sao Paulo to Porto Alegre, and the height is particularly 790 meter, and somewhere the height decreases gradually. This is all about your escarpment. Now we will move to the next part, and the next part is the coastal region. Next part is the coastal region. As we have seen, see, when we are comparing, so we will have an outlook, a comparison, a kind of thing. So highland where in the northern part of the Brazil and the Brazilian highland, as we have seen. But in India, such highland is forming a peninsular region, as when we are comparing those parts with the India. Then we are if we see the escarpment, a kind of thing which is producing I would say a rain shadow area. Same thing is been carried out in India by the western and eastern Ghats. The escarpment kind of thing is not available in India, but similar kind of thing is found in India in form of in form of western and eastern Ghats. If this is India, then the western Ghats and the eastern Ghats is forming a kind of escarpment in India. We can see that a comparison, a kind of thing can be made between the escarpment in Brazil and with the western and eastern Ghats of India. So then we will come to the coastal region. Coastal region is as if like this. In India, the coastal region is divided into two parts: western coastal region and eastern coastal region. Similarly, the coastal region of Brazil is divided into two parts, as we are going to see. See, coastal part extends from this state, Amapá state, toward the Rio Grande do Norte. So northern coast extend from Amapá province to the Rio Grande do Norte, northern coast, and eastern coast exists from Rio Grande do Norte towards the south. Rio Grande do Norte towards the south. So two parts, northern coast and eastern coast. Northern coast exists from Amapá province to Rio Grande, and eastern coast extends from Rio Grande towards the south. So northern coast. If we are going to see the northern coast, we are going to find three things: the Marajo Island, the Marajo Bay, and the São Marcos Bay, as we are going to see in the map. As you will read the textbook, you will understand. As you will see the map, you will understand. Northern coast is filled within Marajo Island, Marajo Bay, and São Marcos Bay. Marajo Island is a coastal island. See, island wala part I will make you island. There are two kinds of island in the Brazil. We will see first this kind of thing. Marajo Island is the largest coastal island in the Brazil, and it is towards the mouth of river Amazon and river Tocantins. So Marajo Island is situated between the mouth of river Tocantins and river Amazon. There are two different things also been available, which is Marajo Bay and São Marcos Bay. Northern coast of Brazil is characterized by the large river mouth. This is all about the northern coast of the Brazil. Now we will move toward the eastern coast. Eastern coast of Brazil starts from Rio Grande toward the south. Eastern coast is characterized by the mouth of many small river, or the coastal river, I would say. The only river which is meeting the eastern coast, I would say, is the São Francisco River. This is the South Francisco River, which is starting and meeting towards the eastern coast of the Brazil, towards the South Atlantic Ocean. See, eastern coast and the South Atlantic Ocean over here, northern coast and North Atlantic Ocean over here. So the only river which is meeting the South Atlantic Ocean towards the eastern coast of the Brazil is the São Francisco River. And what we can understand, there are many coastal rivers in this area, in the the eastern coast of the Brazil, as we are observing in the map. See, as if like this way, there are many coastal rivers in this area, starting from the collecting the water from the escarpment, and it is moving like this way, as if like short and swift river, as we have seen in the western Ghats in India, as we have seen short and swift from the South Gujarat to the Kerala. Similarly, this kind of patterns are seen in the escarpment kind of thing. So, northern coast from Amaparavin toward the Rio de Grande, and eastern coast from the Rio Grande toward the south. Northern coast has three things: Marajo Island, Marajo Bay, and São Marcos Bay. Marajo coastal island is situated between the mouth of river Amazon and mouth of river Tocantins. Eastern coast starts from the Rio Grande toward the south, characterized by the many small coastal river. The only major river meeting it is São Francisco River over here. This is all about the Brazilian coast. Some more thing we can add, as if like both the northern coast and eastern coast is characterized by the large beaches and sand dune complex, and somewhere also we are going to see the atoll island in some area. So in this way the coastal part of the Brazil is getting completed. Now we will move towards the island part. See, island, there are two kinds of island. Island are of two kinds: coastal island and the marine island. Coastal island, as we are going to see, is formed because of the depositional work of the river, which the river carries with them. How the things I will make you understand. So depositional work, coastal island, how coastal islands are formed. See, for example, we are going to see if this is the land area, and this is the sea, and this is the river seabed, I would say. So what happened over the period of time, what we can understand, river are bringing sediments. As they are bringing sediment, these sediments are getting settled this way toward the seabed. River are bringing sediment, and those sediments are settling toward the seabed. Why coastal islands are not found in India, much in India, and coastal islands are found in Brazil, I will make you understand. See, sediments are brought up by the river, and those are getting settled down. So over the period of time, the sediments are getting settled, and it is coming above I would say seabed. So it is coming over and over. So one day what happened, over the period of time, this sediments usually settles in this area, and the upper part become visible, and those part will be observed as an island. So coastal island formed by the depositional work of the river. As it is bringing the sediment, it is getting settled in the seabed, and that sedimental area rises over the period of time and appear like an island, and that island will be known as the coastal island. Other part is known as marine island. Marine island were the part of the mainland. Marine island means what? They were the part of the mainland of the country. But due to the tectonic movement or the plate movement, those islands were slowly shifted away from the sea, or from the coastal area, I would say, towards the sea, within the sea. So over the period of time, what happened? The marine island were the part of the mainland of the country, but over the period of time, what we can realize, due to the tectonic movement, it got shifted into the sea, and they are in the middle of the sea, somewhere near to 300 kilometers away from the main coastal area of the Brazil. What we can see in the Brazil, the island part, the largest coastal island is the Marajo Island, and it is formed by the depositional work of the river Amazon and river Tocantins. Why Tocantins and Amazon? Because Amazon river is taking a huge discharge. As it is taking a huge discharge, there is no distributary network, and it is directly getting settled into the sea, and the coastal part is forming a mountain kind of thing, and that mountain kind of thing is known as Marajo Island. And the coastal island, we are going to see the coastal island as we have seen the Marajo Island and the marine island. Marine islands are somewhat a rocky kind of nature in Brazil, and it can say generally those are the part of the submerged hill, and we are going to see the top of the submerged hill in the marine island. So marine island are 300 kilometers away from the Brazilian coast, and they are the top of the submerged mountain. Top of the submerged mountain means what? For example, this is the mountain within the sea, and this is the sea level, and only the top part we can see, and that part is known as the top of the submerged mountain as far as the marine islands is concerned. So there are many coral islands also been available in the Brazil, and as we can see, two parts, coastal island and marine island. Coastal islands are formed due to the depositional work of the river sediments brought up by them, and the marine island were the part of the mainland, but they got shifted due to the tectonic moment. Largest coastal island is known as Marajo Island, and in this way we are completing the island part. Now we will move towards the now main important thing is the plain part has been left. So plain area, why I took the plain area afterwards, because plain is very important part as far as the Brazil is concerned. Why plain is important part? There are generally two plains in the Brazil. The first plain is known as Amazon River Basin over here, and the second one is Paraguay-Parana River Basin over here. Amazon River Basin, when we talk about Amazon River Basin, as we can see, the west side, when the Amazon River, the headwater from the Andes Mountain in Peru, the width of this plain is kilometers towards the west. Toward the west side, it is generally having a breadth of 1,300 kilometers, 1,300 kilometers of what we would say the breadth. The expanse of this particular plain is 1,300 kilometers towards the west. As the river approaches the sea, as we can see, as it is approaching towards the sea, the width is somewhat about 240 kilometers towards the eastern side. As the Amazon River plain is sloping towards the eastern side, so the plain is very much huge in the western side, and slowly towards the sea it is getting narrowed, and it is somewhat 240 kilometers towards the eastern side. One thing can be realized, as the river is approaching towards the sea, so what happened, the sea is also offering resistance, but not very much resistance. Why? Because the Amazon is very huge river, it is carrying a huge discharge of water with a very high speed. So what happened? So resistance offered by sea is overcome. So what we can see, there is a dense network of what you would say forested area, and that forested area is known as tropical evergreen forest. As the river is approaching towards the sea, what you would say, the dense forested network is found near the coastal area, and that coastal area is totally flooded by the water, and it is totally dense area, and that dense area is known as tropical evergreen forest. Towards the west, the breadth is generally 1,300 meter, and towards the east the width is generally 240 meter. We are going to see this is the largest plain of the Brazil and major plain in this area. The plain is mostly covered by the tropical evergreen forest. Another important plain area which is important in the Brazil is Paraguay-Parana River Basin. So Paraguay-Parana River Basin is toward the southwest part of the highland. This is the Paraguay-Parana River Basin. It's Paraguay-Parana River Basin starts from the southwestern part of the highland. These rivers are starting from the southwestern part of the highland. See, this is southwestern part of the highland. Paraguay source region is toward the north-south, and Parana is toward the what you would say toward the southwest direction, northeast to southwest direction. So this area is forming a plain area, and that plain area is known as Paraguay-Parana River Basin. This plain area is very much characterized by the what you would say the marshy land or the panthanal, which is known as the wetland, I would say. Why this kind of wetland are we generated? Wetland means what? A depression of kind of thing. See, what happened, as if like this way, this is the plain area, so it is getting forming a kind of depression in this area. So what happened, as the river flow, the water remain in this area. As the water is remaining in this area, this part is becoming wet and marshy land. So in this way there is a depression of kind of thing in this area. So water is getting settled and the wetland is formed. Wetland is generally formed in this area, and wetland is from Mato Grosso do Sul, and it is extending towards the Argentina in the south. Wetland means what? A daldal ilaka in Hindi we say, and the wetland is very much characterized by the huge anacondas. Anacondas are also found in the Amazon River Basin as well as in the wetlands of the Brazil, and very much famous for the big snakes. So wetland is very much important. Why? Because it is forming a depression of kind of thing in this area, so the river can't flow very much hugely. So water settle in this area. As the water is getting settled, we can understand is that the wet areas form, the land become marshy. So this way we have completed the whole physiographic division of Brazil. Now we will move towards the drainage pattern of Brazil. Drainage pattern of Brazil means what? How the river flows from the Brazil and meet towards the sea. See, the three main important rivers are in the Brazil. First is Amazon, but obviously second will be the Paraguay-Paraná river basin, and third will be the São Francisco. And fourth part is also there, but it is a smaller kind of thing, coastal river, not much important. But the three major part we are going to see. So first we will see the Amazon river basin. Amazon river collect the headwater. Headwater means what? Starting point. It collect the headwater from the Andes mountain in Peru. Andes mountain is somewhere here. Peru is a neighboring country of the Brazil. It is collecting the headwater from the Andes mountain in the Peru. It is collecting Andes mountain in the Peru. It is, as the plain is sloping towards the east, the river flows toward the eastern side. As the river is flowing toward the eastern side, the whole sediment brought up by the Amazon river basin is getting washed out at a very high speed and is going with the river. As the river is going towards the sea, as we can see, the whole sediment is getting settled in the seabed. See, what we can understand is that the Brazilian part, the slope is, the Amazon river plain is sloping towards the eastern side. Amazon river collect the headwater from the Peru. Heavy load brought up by the river with a huge speed, so there is a very huge discharge, and discharge means what? The total volume of water. And we would also know total volume of water carried by the Amazon river basin is particularly 2 lakhs cubic meter per second, means per second 2 lakhs cubic meter of water is getting washed off from the Amazon river. So the river is getting the huge load, and it is discharging with very high speed. As it is discharging at very high speed, the tributary network which were found in India. Tributary network means what? As it like this way, tributary network. Tributary network means what? As it like this way in India, the western and eastern coast, there were tributary networks. This is the tributary network or the delta network. The tributary network, which is by and large characteristics of the river mouth area, but in Brazil, the characteristic feature of by distributary network is absent in the Amazon river basin. Why it is absent in the Amazon river basin? Why? Because it is carrying a huge discharge of water. As the river is carrying a huge discharge of water, for example, this is the river mouth. River is carrying a very huge discharge of water from this side. So as the river is carrying a huge discharge, the resistance offered by sea is overcome, and this water is getting directly into the ocean. As river is getting directly into the ocean, what happened? The sediment settled down, as I have said earlier, and the coastal island is formed. Similarly, due to the huge discharge, the river flowing at very high speed get all the alluvium settled in the seabed, and over the period of time that seabed rises with the alluvium part and the coastal island in sea. Therefore, we can see the Marajo Island, the largest coastal island in the Brazil, is towards the mouth of the river Tocantins and river Amazon. So Amazon carrying a huge discharge and with a particular speed, therefore there is no distributary network. Distributary network means this way, delta kind of region is absent in the Brazil. Now we will move towards the, what you would say, so one more interesting thing. So as we would say, if we are standing in this area of the Brazil towards the mouth, if we are standing in this area, this shore, then the opposite shore will be 150 kilometers. So the distance between these two is 150 kilometers. So what happened? So what we can understand, the two shore, the opposite shore, this side and this side, is 150 kilometer apart from both the apart from each other. So what we can realize, the huge sediment is generally getting washed off and it is getting settled. So 150 kilometers is a very much huge area, and if with this what you would say distance between the water is getting washed off and there is no distributary network. So this is all about the Amazon river basin, Amazon river I would say. Now we will move towards the Paraguay-Paraná river. Paraguay-Paraná river is nothing but this river, this river and this river. Paraguay-Paraná river collect the source water from the southwestern side of the highland. This is the highland part, and the south and southwestern part of the highland. Paraguay-Paraná river collect the water from the southwestern part of the highland. The Paraguay river, which is this, is generally flowing to the north-south direction, and river Paraná river flows somewhat in northeast to southwest direction. These both the river get joined towards the south, and Uruguay River to the extreme south join and form river Palta in the Argentina. There is a river Palta, and Uruguay River, river Paraguay and river Parana are the tributary of river. See this, what happened over the period of time, this both the river of Parana and river Paraguay toward the extreme south get joined and flow in a combined manner, and that combined flow is known as river Palta in Argentina. This is important. Second important, Paraguay Parana river is the second important river basin in the Brazil. Third part of the river will be the São Francisco River. The São Francisco River, as we can see, Amazon start from the Peru. So the plains are divided into Peru and Brazil. This Paraguay Parana river is a plain we are going to see in Brazil and Argentina and other countries. So the plain part of the country is the river are having plains in different area, but São Francisco River starting into the Brazil and ending into the Brazil, the whole plain is in the country of the Brazil. São Francisco River start from the terminal position of Brazil and flow towards north somewhat 1000 km. It flowed north towards 1000 km, and after taking a sharp turn, it is ending up into the eastern coast and into the South Atlantic Ocean. Most of the part of the Amazon River too is navigable. Why? Because huge river we can go inside, and there is an interior port, and that part is known as Manaus Port. And similarly, in São Francisco River we can understand that it is also navigable up to the kilometers of 240 kilometers downstream. Means what? Amazon River is also navigable from this area to the center part, and there is a port in the interior of the country. And São Francisco River also we can realize that to the 240 km downstream, from to mount toward 240 km interior, it is navigable. Fourth part, if we are going to see, there are coastal river into the Brazil. See, Brazilian population, as we will study in the next chapter, Brazilian population is very much important as far as the coastal area is concerned. Why? Because most of the part of the coastal area has huge population. So coastal river, generally a short river from this area and the eastern coastal area, is very much important. Why coastal river is very much important? Because people are building dam over there, and those dams are very much useful for, I would say, the water supply and agricultural activity. So coastal river occupy major part of the Brazil as far as the water supply part is concerned. The coastal river, as we are going to see, Tapicuro and Paranaíba flow toward the northern side, and there are many coastal river into the eastern coast particularly, and those are very much important as far as the population of Brazil is concerned. So in this way we complete the part of the physiography of the Brazil and the drainage pattern of Brazil.